Hello, TikTok. How are you guys doing today? So, I've been thinking twice before making this video, and I made the final decision that I'm just going to give my spiel on what's been happening in regards to this particular recent event that has happened. I thought twice about making this video because the topic that I'm about to talk about is very volatile, but I am not coming over here to spread any hate or violence. I'm just going to give my spiel and two senses on a couple things regarding the unaliving of Charlie Kirk. Now, as many of you know by now, commentator Charlie Kirk recently got unalived, okay, at a campus where he was doing a demonstration and speech at because someone just didn't agree with the conservative and right-wing messages and propaganda that Charlie Kirk was giving out. So that individual unalived Charlie Kirk, and as you're seeing right now, the whole world, not just America, okay, but the whole world is lamenting over Charlie Kirk. And this is really, really, really disgusting to me. Not because I'm one of those people that wishes death over someone who has a different opinion from me. No, that's not where I'm coming from. I don't wish death on nobody. But the reason why I still find it disgusting that a lot of people and the whole world ultimately is lamenting and sobbing and crying over Charlie Kirk is because, it just comes to show you that things in the world haven't changed, especially here in America. Society hasn't changed. The world is still racist, and white supremacy is still deeply ingrained in the minds of many people around the world, not just here in America, the US. Because Charlie Kirk would go around different campuses, speaking against DEI and talking about the crimes and the bad stuff black people would do, but yet you don't see black people, okay? You do not see black people, not even black people who consider themselves conservatives. You do not see black people, you don't see Asians or any other group of people going around campuses spreading their worldview and ideologies onto people. It's only these white conservatives that do these kinds of things, and the world finds those kinds of things okay. Now, for those of you that know real history, okay, Malcolm X, an icon and a revolutionary legend, turned 100 years old last May. Had he been alive, he would be 100 years old. But where are the celebrations for Malcolm X? There aren't any celebrations for Malcolm X because Malcolm X went against the status quo. Malcolm X went against the system of white supremacy and racism to do good stuff for black people here in America. So they unalived him, and he was also considered a radical and a terrorist during his time, and up until now there are still a lot of people that believe that up to this day. Okay, mind you, Malcolm X was the stuff he was doing was very peaceful, yet his life was taken and nobody's lamenting or sobbing over him. How about Gaddafi? He was another revolutionary from Libya that got unalived because he was trying to do good stuff for the people of Libya, yet he was also considered radical and a terrorist. Propaganda circulated about him that, he was unaliving people, gassing people, oppressing people. And what ended up happening to him? In the midst of the media demonizing Muammar Gaddafi, they unalived him. And when he got unalived, the world didn't overlooked all the good stuff he was doing for not just Libya, but eventually all of Africa. Okay, the whole world overlooked that and celebrated over his demise because in the eyes of the world, he is a terrorist. Okay, same thing with other revolutionaries like Thomas Sankara, and Patrice Lumumba, okay, Kwame Nkrumah. The list just goes on and on and on and on and on. Where is the memorial lament and sobbing for Emmett Till, an innocent young black boy that was lynched because he was accused of looking at and sexually assaulting a white girl? Where's the memorial for him? And why is it that we here in the States, we observe Holocaust Memorial Day, but we don't have any memorial days dedicated to the millions of Congolese that lost their lives in the hands of King Leopold's colonial rule and regime in the Congo during the late 1800s? Where is the memorial for the people of Herero and Namakwa who got genocided by the Germans who colonized Namibia and South Africa during the early 1900s? Where's the memorial for the millions of Asians, especially during the Korean War, that lost their lives in the midst and in America's conquest of colonizing and ruling over Asian people, because they also viewed Asian people as subhuman. And as a matter of fact, white people hated Asian people just as much as they did to black people. And up until now, many white people, not all, okay, before y'all start throwing on the comments, many white people to this day still view Asians as the enemy when we are not the enemy, okay? Where's the memorial for all these other groups of people that have perished and lost their lives due to injustice? But when something happens to, let's say, France or Belgium, like a terrorist attack, or as what's going on right now in Ukraine, y'all take to social media and upload pictures on your profile showing your support of, these Western European nations that are, getting bombed and experiencing terrorist attacks. But all these other non-white groups of people that have experienced injustice, none of you are giving your support for. And you want to give your support to someone that is like Charlie Kirk, who is a well-known white supremacist. That just speaks volume about this world, and that is why I say it is extremely disgusting that the whole world is crying and sobbing over Charlie Kirk. It's just really, really, really sad and ridiculous, and shows you that our society, our world is still backwards, and racism has not left. White supremacy has not left at all, and it probably will not leave anytime soon. Okay? Now, I don't wish death on anybody, but I'm just saying. Okay? So, I hope y'all understand and see reason. Peace.